Hello and welcome to our channel. Have you ever wondered how to make your home simpler, more functional, and less cluttered as you enjoy this wonderful chapter of your life? Decluttering is not just about tidying up, it's about freeing yourself, lightening your mental load, and creating a living space that truly supports your lifestyle. Today we're going to walk you through the 16 things your home likely doesn't need anymore as you grow older. If you find these tips helpful, please like the video, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. 1. Bulk items and stockpiles. Many older adults find they no longer need a pantry stocked like they're preparing for a snowstorm. Those large packs of paper towels, giant jars of condiments, and bulk cleaning supplies might have made sense when you had a bustling household, but now they could just be taking up valuable space. Buying in bulk often leads to items expiring before you can use them, resulting in wasted money and effort. Instead, consider keeping only what you'll need for the next few weeks. If you're worried about running out, keep a simple shopping list handy or consider grocery delivery services. Many seniors have found the convenience of grocery apps to be a real game changer. As Dorothy, 67 from Illinois puts it, "I don't miss lugging heavy bags home. Having groceries delivered means I only get what I need." This small change can open up pantry space and make your home feel less cluttered. 2. Excessive kitchen gadgets. Take a moment to check your kitchen drawers and cabinets. Is there a waffle iron from the 1980s that you haven't used in years? Or a bread machine you bought on a whim? Many homes accumulate specialty gadgets that seem like a good idea at the time but are rarely, if ever, used. These unused items can clutter your counters and make cooking feel stressful rather than enjoyable. Instead, consider keeping versatile tools that can handle multiple tasks, such as a sharp chef's knife, a sturdy cutting board, and a reliable frying pan. Donate any gadgets that haven't seen use in the last year to someone who will appreciate them. And if you ever have a craving for homemade waffles, remember, your local cafe probably does a great job. Tom, 71, shared his experience. "Once I cleared out all the gadgets I wasn't using, I could actually find what I needed. It's amazing how much calmer my kitchen feels now." A streamlined kitchen makes preparing meals a joy rather than a chore. 3. Old technology. Do you have drawers filled with tangled cords, outdated smartphones, or a desktop computer that hasn't been turned on in over a decade? Old technology not only takes up space but can also cause unnecessary stress when you're trying to find something useful. And in some cases, old electronics can become a safety hazard due to frayed wires or outdated batteries. Instead, sort through your collection and recycle or donate any functioning technology. Many community programs and electronic stores accept donations or offer safe recycling options for old electronics. Keep a couple of universal chargers for emergencies and clear out the rest. Bill, 68, shared that his mother's drawer of outdated tech used to be a frustrating maze to navigate every time they needed a simple phone charger. "Now everything has its place and we only keep what we actually use," he said. Freeing yourself from old electronics makes life simpler and more organized. 4. Furniture that no longer serves you. Oversized dining tables that once hosted big family dinners, worn-out recliners that are more uncomfortable than relaxing, or extra chairs that sit unused in the corner can make your home feel cramped. Often, we keep large pieces of furniture out of sentimentality rather than practicality, but these items can make it harder to move around your home safely. Think about which pieces of furniture you truly use and which ones are just taking up space. Focus on keeping items that are comfortable, practical, and fit your current lifestyle. If you're reluctant to let go of a sentimental item, consider gifting it to a family member who can make good use of it, or taking a photo to preserve the memory. Mary, 72, shared her experience. "I realized I didn't need 2 giant couches anymore. I replaced them with a smaller, cozy love seat that makes the room feel more open." Letting go of unnecessary furniture can improve the flow of your living space and make it more enjoyable. 5. Clothing that doesn't fit your current lifestyle. Do you still have suits, formal dresses, or high heels that haven't been worn in years? Many people hold on to clothing for what-if scenarios that rarely come to pass. Not only does this take up precious closet space, but it can also weigh you down emotionally. Emily, 66, found that letting go of her formal work outfits helped her embrace her current style and simplified her morning routine. "It was liberating to accept that I no longer needed to dress for board meetings," she shared. Instead, focus on clothing that fits well, feels comfortable, and suits your daily life now. Donate gently used items to someone who can truly benefit from them. 6. Duplicate items. Take a look around your kitchen, closets, and storage areas. Do you have extra sets of dishes, multiple spatulas, or 3 slow cookers? While having backups can be helpful in some cases, too many duplicates often end up unused and become obstacles rather than conveniences. It's easy to accumulate duplicates over time, especially when you receive gifts or keep older versions after upgrading. Instead, keep only 1 or 2 of each essential items that you use regularly. For example, 1 set of dinnerware for daily use and an additional set for when guests visit is usually sufficient. Donate or gift the rest to someone who can benefit from them. Tom, 68, shared his experience. I had 6 different spatulas. Once I donated the extras, I could actually close the drawer without forcing it shut. Simplifying your belongings makes your storage spaces more accessible and organized. 7. Old hobby supplies. Do you have fabric from a sewing project you started years ago, or leftover paint from an art class that you never finished? While hobbies can bring joy and purpose, holding on to unused supplies for activities you no longer engage in can create feelings of guilt rather than excitement. Sarah, 70, reflected on her experience. I felt bad every time I looked at the pile of scrapbooking supplies I hadn't touched in years. When I donated them to a local craft group, I felt lighter knowing someone else was making use of them. Focus on keeping the hobby supplies that you are genuinely excited to use, and pass along the rest to schools, community centers, or hobby groups that will appreciate them. 8. Knickknacks and decorative items. Over the years, it's easy to accumulate decorative items like figurines, photo frames, and souvenirs from trips. While these pieces can hold sentimental value, too many can make your home feel cluttered and visually overwhelming. Over time, they may start to feel more like dust collectors than cherished memories. John, 72, shared his strategy. I chose a few meaningful items to display and put the rest away. Now, when I look at my shelves, I smile instead of feeling overwhelmed. Try rotating your decor seasonally or storing some items for special occasions. You can also take photos of sentimental knickknacks if letting them go feels difficult. 9. Sentimental items with no place. We all have sentimental items, letters, old photographs, or keepsakes from loved ones that hold memories of important moments in our lives. However, holding on to every single memento can dilute the significance of the truly special ones and lead to clutter. Consider digitizing old photos and documents to preserve memories without taking up physical space. Jane, 74, shared. I digitized my photo albums and kept only a few favorite prints. It felt like a weight was lifted off my shoulders. Selecting a few cherished items to display and creating a digital archive for the rest can help you enjoy your memories without feeling burdened by them. 10. Expired medications and toiletries. Check your bathroom cabinets and drawers. Are there expired medications, half-used lotions, or travel-sized toiletries that haven't been touched in years? Expired items not only take up space but can also be unsafe to use. Regularly check expiration dates and safely dispose of old medications at a pharmacy take-back program or a local disposal site. Many pharmacies and community centers offer safe disposal options. Keeping your essentials streamlined and organized can make your daily routine more efficient and stress-free. Linda, 69, shared. I used to hoard every free hotel shampoo bottle I ever collected. Once I cleared them out, I found space for the things I actually use every day. A simpler, decluttered bathroom can make the space feel fresh and relaxing. 11. Unused gardening tools and supplies. If you've scaled back on gardening, you may no longer need that collection of tools, bags of soil, and extra pots stored in the shed. Gardening is a wonderful hobby, but holding on to supplies you don't use can take up valuable space. Bill, 73, from Ohio, shared that letting go of his unused gardening tools freed up space and allowed him to focus on hobbies he enjoys more now. Keep the essentials you actively use like pruning shears or a watering can and donate or sell the rest. Local gardening clubs or neighbors might appreciate these items. 12. Outdated books and magazines. Bookshelves can quickly fill up with books you've already read or magazines from years ago. While a small collection of beloved reads can bring comfort, holding on to outdated reading materials can make it difficult to find the books you truly enjoy. Martha, 68, said, Once I donated my old books, I finally had room to display my favorite novels. It felt so satisfying. Consider donating books and magazines to libraries, senior centers, or community groups where they can find a new audience. Keep only what brings you joy and aligns with your current interests. As you begin working through these categories, remember to take your time and approach each decluttering task with kindness toward yourself. Small, consistent steps can lead to big changes. 13. Unnecessary bathroom accessories. Take a moment to evaluate your bathroom setup. Do you have stacks of extra towels, bath mats for every occasion, or decorative items that crowd your counter space? While it's important to have essentials, too many bathroom accessories can make the space feel cramped and harder to clean. Instead, keep just a few high-quality towels, a spare bath mat, and only the items you use daily like a toothbrush holder and soap dispenser. Let go of any extra sets of towels or bath mats that are no longer in good condition or that you never use. Marie 70 shared, "Once I simplified my bathroom, it felt like I'd stepped into a spa. It's much easier to keep everything tidy. By simplifying your bathroom, you not only create more physical space but also a calmer, more serene atmosphere." 14. Unused sports equipment. If you're no longer engaging in certain physical activities, the sports equipment in your home, tennis rackets, golf clubs, or an old exercise bike may just be taking up space. Equipment that isn't used can create feelings of guilt and weigh you down. David 75 shared, "I finally admitted to myself that I wasn't going to use the treadmill that had turned into a coat rack. Once I donated it, I felt a sense of relief. Instead of letting unused equipment collect dust, consider selling or donating it to someone who will put it to good use. Focus on keeping only the items that support your current fitness routine. If you still want to stay active but no longer need a room full of equipment, try exploring community fitness classes, which often provide everything you need." 15. Holiday decorations you don't use. Holiday decorations can bring joy during special times of the year, but they can also accumulate and become overwhelming. If you have large bins of ornaments for holidays you no longer celebrate or decorations that no longer fit your style, it might be time to downsize. Elizabeth 71 shared, "I used to keep 5 large boxes of decorations for every holiday imaginable. Now I only keep a small, meaningful collection, and I rotate them each season. Consider keeping only the decorations you love and use every year. Donate the rest to thrift stores or community centers where they can brighten someone else's holiday." Simplifying your holiday decor makes decorating and packing up afterward much more manageable and enjoyable. 16. Large furniture for old entertaining habits. That enormous dining table that once hosted large family gatherings, or the oversized couch designed for movie nights with the kids may no longer fit your current lifestyle. Large furniture pieces can make rooms feel crowded and difficult to navigate, especially if you no longer host large gatherings. Mary 72 decided to replace her 8-seater dining table with a smaller, stylish one that comfortably seats 4 people. "It opened up the entire room," she said. "Now I love how airy the space feels." Downsizing your furniture doesn't mean you have to give up hosting entirely, you're simply adapting to what works for you now. If you're not ready to part with a sentimental furniture piece, consider gifting it to a family member who can enjoy it or take a photo to preserve the memory. Creating space for what matters most. With these categories in mind, you can start to transform your home into a space that reflects who you are today. Remember, decluttering isn't about losing, it's about gaining freedom and making room for what brings you joy. John 73 summed it up perfectly. "My home feels so much more peaceful now that every item has a purpose." By taking small, consistent steps, you can create a space that makes everyday living easier and more beautiful. Reflecting on the process. Decluttering your home as a senior isn't just about clearing physical space, it's about freeing your mind and making daily life simpler. As you've gone through each category, from bulk items to large furniture, you've likely noticed that your home feels lighter and more manageable. It's important to acknowledge how far you've come. Every small decision to let go of something you no longer need is a step toward creating the home environment you deserve. How to let go without regret. Letting go of certain items, especially sentimental ones, can be difficult. But keep in mind that memories live in your heart, not in objects. To make the process easier, ask yourself these questions. Does this item serve a purpose in my life today? Would someone else benefit from this more than I do? Am I holding on to this out of guilt or obligation? For example, Barbara, 70, shared, I used to keep every gift my children gave me, even if it wasn't something I used. I realized that keeping one special item from each child was more meaningful than holding on to everything. By being intentional, you can let go without feeling like you're losing something valuable. Avoiding future clutter. Once you've cleared your space, the next step is to prevent clutter from building up again. Here are some practical tips to help you stay organized. 1. Adopt a one-in, one-out rule. When you bring something new into your home, consider letting go of an old item. 2. Be selective about keepsakes. Instead of holding on to every program, invitation, or memento, create a digital archive or memory box with only your most cherished items. 3. Limit impulse buys. Before purchasing something, ask yourself if it adds real value to your life or if it's something that will just take up space. Creating a home that reflects you. Now that you've removed items that no longer serve you, think about how you can rearrange your space to reflect your needs and preferences. Small changes can make a big difference. Add soft lighting or cozy blankets to create a welcoming atmosphere. Place cherished photos or meaningful decorations in areas where you'll see them every day. Ensure that frequently used items are easy to reach, reducing the need to bend or stretch. Paul, 74, explained how these small adjustments improved his home. After decluttering, I moved my favorite armchair to a sunny spot near the window. Now I read there every morning. It's become my favorite part of the day. Celebrate your progress. Take a moment to appreciate how far you've come. Decluttering is a process that requires time, energy, and reflection. Whether you've tackled just one room or your entire home, you've taken a meaningful step toward creating a space that supports your well-being. It's also okay to ask for help if needed. Family members or friends may be happy to assist, and sometimes having someone by your side can make decision-making easier and more enjoyable. Maintaining balance. Decluttering doesn't mean living with nothing, it means living with intention. Keep the things that bring you joy and serve a purpose, and let go of what no longer fits into your current chapter. Regularly revisit your space to ensure it still feels right for you. Life changes and your home should change with it. By doing small check-ins every few months, you can prevent clutter from creeping back in and make sure your home continues to reflect your lifestyle. By letting go of what you no longer need, you've created room for what truly matters: more peace, more time, and more enjoyment of your surroundings. Your home is now a place that supports who you are today and sets the stage for a vibrant and fulfilling future. Thank you for joining us on this decluttering journey. We hope you found these tips helpful and inspiring. If you've enjoyed this series, please give the video a thumbs up, share it with someone who might benefit, and don't forget to subscribe for more content designed to help you live your best life in your golden years. In the comments below, let us know, what was the most surprising thing you discovered during your decluttering process? We'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, take care and enjoy your beautifully simplified home.